Manchester Valley won 3 of its final 4 games of the 2023 season before facing Westminster in the playoffs. And the Mavericks put together an impressive road postseason victory before finishing with a winning record. Now the Mavs want to take that success and carry it into the 2024 fall season.
Well, I think the kids in the offseason did a pretty good job of building off of that, especially the younger kids seeing that we could be successful in the postseason. And I think we kind of learned to try to up the expectations as opposed to just being status quo, and try to put ourselves in a position to be more consistent and play better football earlier in the year until we can peak possibly at the end, but to try to get that going a little bit earlier.
Pick up where we left off with more improvement. Our line has definitely come a longer way. We had a few graduates, which is hurting, but we also have a very good line this year, and we're looking to just improve.
Man Valley looks to replace a lot of dynamic players on offense, but Coach Bernie Kuntz said leaning on a big O-line should help matters. Matthew Ferran takes over at quarterback after the graduated Gene Maggin, who passed for 1,342 yards and 9 touchdowns last season. One key returner is senior Braden Fritz, who caught 17 passes and kicked 6 field goals with 24 PATs.
Well, I think we got a new team. We've been working the offseason. We're excited. I think we've got a lot more discipline this year than we have last year, so it means less mistakes. And I think we're going to be a good team this year.
Fritz said expect the Mavs to show a few new looks on offense in 2024 after they averaged a little more than 17 points per game last fall.
We got some new stuff coming, but nothing I'm going to say on here. We're ready. We got new offense, and we're ready to go.
Manchester Valley's defense had James Herndon with 7 INTs, Anthony Hesselbein with 6 sacks, and Nick Loprieto with 66 tackles leading the way. They all graduated after last season, so it's time for new players to fill those roles.
It's all about going out there and wanting to rip someone's head off and go play your hardest. So that's the mentality you gotta have.
The Mavericks face Perry Hall in Week 1 and then host North Hagerstown in their home opener. They'll look for revenge later in the year against Liberty and Winters Mill, both of which were one-score losses in 2023. Coach Kuntz said he likes Manchester Valley's balance going into the new year.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a good mix of young and old. We're going to have some good kids, skilled kids back from that we had last year from, maybe a Foreman and a Fritz who played, and then some good linemen, some kids that are good linemen, and I think they're, picking up some of the new stuff that we're working on.
Looking at this year's slate for Man Valley, Week 1 has the Mavs visiting Perry Hall. They were 4A, 3A state semifinalists last season. Then it's 4 home games over the next 5 weeks for the Mavericks. All right, let's see a few of the Mavs players to watch. Matthew Ferran is the Mavericks' new signal caller, and fellow senior Braden Fritz returns after a solid 2023. Crew Boog is one to watch along the line for Manchester Valley. Want more local sports coverage? Be sure to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel.